Hello everyone, welcome back to DCC. It's Natasha and this is the channel where I bring the California Central Coast to you. So the way that I plan to do that is through my travels with my family, through drinking some wine from the Central Coast, and adventures like hiking, biking, traveling to the different hotels, the vineyards, and to all of the beautiful places that the California Central Coast has, from the ocean to wineries and to all of the missions that we have in between those areas. So today I wanted to meet with you all because on Instagram I posted a question of, hey, ask me anything, and I got several questions in, so I have them in front of me, and excuse me for some product placement, but I did want to read those over a glass of wine. So what I'm going to do right now is open this bottle, and what I'll be drinking today as I'm talking to you all is a wine from Paso Robles. This is Indigene Cellars, and they are a family-owned winery. It's a Black-owned winery, so if you're out for supporting Black-owned businesses, which my family does, we are a mixed race family, so this is super important for us. So they are amazing. We have had several of their wines, and I look forward to visiting their winery because I only found out about them as the pandemic happened and as I was looking for wines to order for the house. But now that things are back open, I'm really looking forward to driving out there, getting out there, and trying their wines in person. So I'm going to go ahead and open this bottle here and start answering some questions. That is delicious. And this is a Cabernet Sauvignon, so it's a vintage 2012. So this should be really smooth because it's had time to kind of survive and live and be out there, right? So I'll just put this next to me on this end here, and here's my glass. Again, I'm not an expert wine taster, but I have tasted some wines in my lifetime, so I'm just, going based on what I like, and I hope that you all like some of the suggestions and things that I am sharing. So here we go. All right. Delicious. So jumping to the questions. The first question that I got was, what types of places and things can we expect to see on your channel? This is a great question, and one of my friends asked this, so I feel like he was, trying to set this up for me, so I really appreciate it. So the types of places are, again, California Central Coast. So the Central Coast, in my definition, starts from Ventura County and goes all the way to like Monterey Bay, Big Sur area. And so those are the types of places. I've already ran the Ventura Marathon, so I plan to go back and explore Ventura. Santa Barbara is one of my favorite places. We do love national parks. So one of the places that we want to go back to is the Channel Islands National Park. So we've been to one island, we've been to Santa Cruz, but I want to go back and visit the other islands in the Channel Islands National Park area. So excited for that. Moving on up, Los Alamos, I went there for a friend's birthday, and I really want to go back and film at some of the hotels in the area. There's a really great restaurant there as well. And again, we're going to Lompoc, Paso Robles, and a couple of other areas coming up. So again, like the missions in the area, the flower fields, the beaches, the food. Some of our favorite food places are in San Luis Obispo and Paso Robles, so I'm really looking forward to explore other food options. But all the way going up to Monterey, filming at the aquarium, the canning district, and all of that great stuff. So everything in between there, all of the sightseeing areas, the wineries, the nature, the hikes, and all of that great stuff that you can find in the Central Coast, because the Central Coast of California is so versatile. Again, you have the beaches, and literally miles inland you have mountains and hiking and vineyards. So it has a huge part of my heart, and I really look forward to sharing that with you. So the next question that we got, which is kind of in line to this, but that I got, is what are your top 3 favorite restaurants in the Central Coast? So this one is a little bit biased, but the first one is Firestone Grill in San Luis Obispo in the downtown district, and we love their tri-tip sandwich. Their tri-tip sandwich is like the best, and I mean, you can never go wrong with the tri-tip taco, tri-tip sandwich, tri-tip salad. Like anything from their menu is delicious. And I'll take a drink to that. So that's number 1. Number 2 is Splash Cafe for their clam chowder. They have many other things, and in my Pismo Beach video, which I will put up there, I cover like their menu and their website and all of that great stuff. But Splash Cafe, another favorite, and they have 2 locations. They have the location in Pismo Beach, which we go to most often, but they also have a location in San Luis Obispo. So we've been to that one as well, and they're both delicious. You can't go wrong. The next favorite food place that we have is called Monet's, and this is a hole-in-the-wall taco spot in Santa Barbara, close to the train station, the Amtrak station, and we kind of accidentally went there. We took the Amtrak one time, and we got out, we saw the place, and we're like, it doesn't look that great. We'll try to find something else. And then we went to a winery that was just there because we're like, oh, well, cool, there's a tasting room. So we went to the winery and we asked them like, hey, what do you recommend for lunch? And they're like, go to Monet's. And so we're like, okay, Monet's it is. And we went, and at that time, this was like many years ago, I want to say like 6, maybe 7 years ago, we were the only ones there. It was, you know, not like, it was very clean, so it was not nice, if that makes any sense, but it was quaint and it was tiny, and we're like, okay, cool. We got some tacos, and they have cool ones, like they have lingua, which is tongue, and a couple of other options. We got some nachos, and we're like, all right, well, we're good to go. And it was simply delicious. It was like one of the best things we've had, and we have a lot of Mexican food, so this was a standout. And every year that we came back since that, like 6 or 7 years ago, they have grown and they have gotten bigger and bigger. So this last time that we went last year, there was a line out the door, and I've heard that it's been like that for a couple of years, so maybe we've gone on some off times, but last year the line was just insane. I look forward to going back this year and exploring and eating. So those are our top 3 restaurants in the Central Coast. There's a lot more that is delicious. Fine dining. These are, I guess, more of the fast food places, but these are places that you can go over and over and over again and just never get tired of. The next question that I got was, what wine clubs do you belong to? So over the years, we've belonged to a lot of different ones. We belonged to EOS, we've belonged to Firestone, like the whole thing, which is EOS and Firestone are kind of one, but we belong to them at different times. We belong to Justin's, we've belonged to Tobin James, we belong to a lot of the ones that we kind of just go and like and that everybody loves. Right now, I'm a part of Indigene and a couple of others, so we kind of, again, rotate wine clubs because I love the parties and I love the different atmospheres that you can get. So we try to keep 1 or 2 or maybe 3 club memberships. It does get a little bit of expensive, so we kind of look at new ones and trying new things, trying new parties and events to go to. And that's another thing that I hope to film for y'all is, you know, the type of places, the type of wineries that we're a part of and their events, because their events can be super fun, all the way from, you know, like stomping actual wines to make your own wine, to the big parties that they throw where members come in and pick up their orders and schmooze and the live music and all of that great stuff. So if you have any ideas, let us know, because we're always looking for new wine clubs to join. And the last question that I will cover today, maybe I'll have this Q&A session again, but the last question that I'll cover today is, where are you guys? Do you live on the Central Coast? Do you not live on the Central Coast? Where are you? So I think I said this in the Disneyland video, the downtown Disney video, but we actually live in Orange County, California. So we are about 2.5 hours from the bottom tip of the Central Coast. And then, you know, all the way to the top, we're about 5-6 hours away from the northern part of the Central Coast. I mentioned this in the intro video, but I know that we, you know, if you're catching up now, like, welcome, please join me, you know, work with me. I would love to get to know everyone. I'm trying to like build this community because I love some YouTube channels and I will comment on them, so please feel free to do the same. But the reason that I love the Central Coast and that my husband and I and my kiddo, we're trying to immerse him into the Central Coast is because that's where my husband and I met. He was in the Air Force, so he was an airman, and he was stationed in Lompoc at Vandenberg. And so when we met, he was out there, and every time I'd visit him, he'd show me around, show me new things. And at that time, okay, like I'm aging myself, maybe not, but at that time I was like 19, 20 years old, so I was super impressionable and like, this is so cool. This is the first time I'm experiencing any of this, and kind of the same for him because he had moved to California as an adult for the military. And we basically grew up there. Let me give a disclaimer. We haven't been married for a million years. At that time, we decided like, we're not gonna date, but we're gonna be besties. And so I kept visiting him as his best friend. And we, again, explored everything there. Once he left the military, we were again still friends. We continued traveling out there and just visiting and having fun. And when we got engaged, that was the first place we went to. When we got married, that was the first place we went to. When I graduated with my doctorate degree, that was the first place we went to. So a lot of celebrations, a lot of time has been spent going to the Central Coast, celebrating in the Central Coast. So again, that's why it holds a very special part of our hearts. And we plan to move back there at some point in our careers and our lives. I work from home, and I've been working from home for the last 5 years. So for me, it's nothing. And if it wasn't for my family, I'd be like, peace out, Orange County, I'll be in the Central Coast. But we do plan to essentially make that move. But we are here in Orange County. We love this area. We love Disneyland. We love the beaches. And I feel like it's a very similar environment to the Central Coast. So I do think that this gives me a very different perspective because you have a lot of people that live out in the Central Coast and they're the experts, like hands down, they're the experts. But the perspective that I have is like, if I want to travel to the Central Coast, these are the things that I want to do. These are the things that I want to see. And so I want to bring that to you, like new experiences, old experiences, the things that I want to do. And if you have your experiences or your ideas, bring them to me because I will go out there and do them. So I'm here, I'm at home, I'm in my element, no makeup, got our Basquiat painting behind us. You might see some more videos in this environment, but I do want to thank everyone that submitted questions. There's a few more, but I don't want to make this video too long, so I will probably be doing one of these again. If you have any additional questions, post them in the comments, like, subscribe, all of that great stuff. I really want to build a community of everyone that, wants to travel, loves wine, wants to just talk, because if you just want to have a conversation, hit me up, we can just have a conversation. And I just look forward to getting to know everyone and being a part of this world. But again, like, subscribe, all of that great stuff. I look forward to bringing you more videos. And thank you for being a part of Discover California Central Coast with me. I'm Natasha. Thank you. Peace.